To have Kristi Jung here today with us. So we're also going to hear from Danny Palmer. She's going to show the registration process and the new app. But we will start with Kristi just walking us through deferred compensation. Thanks for being here, Kristi.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ben. And thanks everyone for joining. And just as important as those credits are to sign up for, it's just as important to sign up for the deferred comp program. And Danny's going to show you how to do that very easily at the end of the presentation. So we want you guys to get signed up for both the credits and this deferred comp plan. We are so excited to be bringing this to the PGA members. It's been a long time coming. I think that even before I joined the PGA, which was about 4.5 years ago, they've been working on trying to implement some type of deferred comp plan. When I interviewed with Rona, this was on my to-do list when I was hired, was to get this thing up and running. And we've been spending the last 1.5 years since getting the approval from the IRS to get this plan in place and ready to launch. And we are launching it April 1st. So we have just about 1.5 weeks to go, and we'll be launching this new deferred comp plan for our members, and very excited about it. Paul, you want to go ahead to the first slide?
Yeah, perfect.
Right, so the deferred comp plan really is, two things. One, it's specifically to grow the game of golf and to provide some type of retirement supplement for our members as they continue to work through these activities, right? And so we're going to start this program April 1st, 2023. It's a year-long program, so it'll go till March 31st of 2024, and you earn points throughout the year by doing certain activities. We have this list of 16 activities that we'll show you later on, and you earn points through those activities. Those points at the end of the year can be converted into dollars, and that'll be deposited into a retirement account that's going to be held at Corebridge. All members in good standings are eligible. You do have to be a member, not an associate or a university student. So what is deferred comp? Just real quickly, it's compensation that's set aside to be used at a later date. At this point, it's going to be when you turn 65, you'll be eligible to take distributions on that money that you've earned from now until that point. Those dollars are tax deferred, right? So they're entered into your account, and then they're grow tax deferred until you start taking those distributions. We'll have a large variety of funds that you can invest them in, and all the contributions into this account are strictly from the PGA. So you don't put anything yourself into this account. So as I said, they're all contributions from the PGA of America. The maximum in year one that anyone can earn is $1,500. That will be adjusted a little bit annually, usually maybe about a 3% increase. But for this year, it's a $1,500. So you'll earn points throughout the year. Then at the end of the year, those points are calculated based on the number of members that participate, the maximum dollars that the PGA contributes, and you can earn up to $1,500. But we won't know that specific point to dollar ratio until the end of the year. Withdrawals. So as I said, you start pulling the money out when you turn 65. It's a mandatory withdrawals. It'll happen over 10 years from your age 65 to 75, and you'll get a monthly contribution. If you're already 65 years old, right? So if you're a member 65 years old and you start earning points, those dollars will be put into your account, but then immediately withdrawn that same year. So you don't have to wait any longer. You'll get, and it's not over a 10-year period. It's just in and out the same year. This is a little different than like a 401k plan or other IRA plans. We don't permit any loans or rollovers into or out of the account. So how does this money grow, right? You get $1,500 this year. we want to talk about a little bit about compounding interest, because this is really, really important, especially to those members that are younger and just starting out. And this is also really a great tool for recruiting new members, right? So compounding interest is you put your money in, every year you're putting $1,500 a year in, and every year you're earning interest on that $1,500, but you're also earning interest on top of the interest. So, you know, you're going to have a substantial growth over 10 years. But if you go to the next slide, over, you know, 20 or 30 years, you really can make a big, big helping into your retirement account for a supplemental retirement. It's not going to be your full retirement account. You're still going to look at other avenues, but it will really supplement your retirement. Okay, so how do we get points, right? So there was a group of members, some Section EDs, some of the HQ staff and our legal counsel worked with the IRS to define what activities count to grow the game of golf. So there's a list of 16 activities that you can perform throughout the year to earn points. And each activity is specified a number of points. And some activities can be broken down. So depending on your level of involvement is how many points you can earn. You have to earn a minimum of 200 points to be eligible for any dollars. So if you're out there and you do one activity and it's worth 75 points and that's all you do through the year, those points will be forfeited. They don't roll over and they won't roll into dollars either. So you want to make sure you earn the minimum 200 points. We think that's fairly realistic for any member to earn, whatever track you're on, you know, whether you're coaching or whether you're in management. Whatever track you're on, we feel like we've designed those 16 activities that can address everyone and can make sure everyone can earn that minimum 200 points. We're asking people, you have to do a registration process, and Danny, if she's on, will walk you through that really quickly. It's very simple, it takes a few minutes to register. You can do that today. And then starting April 1st, they're going to be an app. And so you can download that app onto your cell phone and very easily record your points. So if you're out on a weekend and you're doing a junior league, right? And at the end of the weekend, you're like, oh, I met all my requirements for my junior league, I can earn points. You can go onto your cell phone and very easily record those points. We do require that another member attest to that activity, and we'll talk through that a little bit more, but it's all online, very easy to register and earn those points. So this is a pretty small chart. I know people can't see this, but it is all online, and this will be in the app as well, but a lot more readable, right? So it'll say junior league activity, right? So if you're a coach of a junior league, or you're the main captain, or you're the main organizer, depending on your level of involvement, you can earn between 75 and 250 points. So just with that one activity, you could earn all your points for the year. There's also one in the next page down that we're hoping everyone signs up for, is the PGA.coach. So if you have a PGA coach profile, and you go in and if you already have one, you go in and update it, you make sure it's accurate, you can get 50 points automatically for doing that. If you don't have a profile, go create a PGA coach profile and you can earn 50 points. If you get 5 transactions on that profile, then you can get another 50 points automatically. So we do think that the points are doable for everyone, and we're really encouraging you to look through the chart, determine which ones you can, which ones work for your stream, and plan accordingly to get your 200 points in minimum. 200 points will earn you dollars. We don't know how many points you need to get to the full $1,500. Again, I said we won't know that till the end of the year. This is kind of a little bit of what the app looks like. Danny, are you on?
Yeah. Hello, hello.
Oh, there's Danny.
Yes.
So I don't know if we want to go into that or if anyone wants to ask questions ahead of time, but Danny, do you want to just show us how easy it is to register for the program?
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to actually steal screen sharing from Kristi here. And hello, everyone. So I am a part of the technology team that has been building this app for you all. So we're very excited to launch this app for you all next week. And for it to be a member app that services you all as well as the deferred compensation plan. So know that both of those things were in mind when we created this app. And please know that this is version 1. So we are open for feedback. Know that it won't be perfect at the beginning. It will not have everything, all the bells and whistles, but know that that is what our goal is, to continue to add to and to make it a great tool for you all to have at your fingertips to be useful and something that you guys can very easily reference. So I do have 2 screenshots up here. First, I'll go through the deferred compensation enrollment program. So as you can see, there's 2 test member users here. So I will say and preface that this is all taken as a screenshot in a test environment. So there are probably things that are not necessarily 100% perfect, but they are close and they are the best representation that we have without it being the real app for you all to see at this time. So we do encourage you guys to download the app next week when it becomes available. It will be in the Apple and Android store next Saturday. And we encourage you guys to download it and take advantage of not only the member features, but as well as the deferred compensation features that are within the app. So first I'll go through the enrollment process here. So we're going to start over here with Lisa. So Lisa is a member who is interested in deferred compensation. When she logs into the membership, into the PGA member app, there will be an option here, right here in the main screen where it says she's not enrolled. So it's going to encourage her to enroll in the plan, as well as down here, there's a tile that also reads deferred compensation. So from either one of those locations, the individual can enroll in the plan. So from here, the enrollment right here at the top of the screen, you will be able to select this and enroll. There's just a quick overview of what to expect as you enroll in the program. Sorry, that was a little quick. That it just kind of says an overview of how quickly and what to kind of expect. So there's no questions once you dig into the true enrollment portion of any surprises or anything that you may need that would catch you off guard. So from there, their terms and conditions, of course, always gotta love it. So you're more than welcome to read through all of these. They also will be living on pga.org if you ever need to reference it. Go ahead, Benjamin, you're more than welcome. I would love that you're going to read them all. And then at the very bottom, you will be able to, it will be a pop-up when you accept it. You're going to check this box right here, and it acknowledges that you have read and adhere to all the terms and conditions. Once you select that box, this will become blue and allow you to agree and continue. And then from here, this is what the true enrollment process is. So this is what is needed, your legal name, your address,
and why this is important is that we want you to enter your personal legal name and your address, not your club name, not your club address, right? This is not where you work. This is where your bank statement is going to go when you have those funds, right? So this is, you're going to keep that bank statement with you for, until you retire. And so wherever you move to, you want this to follow you. So that's why this is important to enter your own name, your own address, your social security number. So it's following you, not where you're working or your club.
Great point, Kristi. So at the bottom, there's just a check mark attesting to all of the accurate information. And then you can press submit. And then once you press the submit button, then you are successfully enrolled in the program. So that is how easy it is to enroll. So it doesn't take any great length of time. And although I'm showing you this in the mobile app, which we encourage you all to download and will be the best and most efficient user experience for you, all of this will be available on your desktop as well. So you can log in through pga.org and access all of the same capabilities that you would through the app to enroll in the program. One thing I will say when it comes to enrolling is I know that some of us all have different usernames and passwords, and it does get a little confusing, but everything deferred compensation will follow the exact same login that you do to pga.org. So the same username, the same password that you use to log into pga.org is what you use here. So don't use your coach login. That would be separate. But for all things deferred compensation, that will all use all of the same information that you would use to log into PGA.org.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Danny. You know, we've had over 3,000 members register already for this the plan, and they do that on PGA.org, and that's what we're encouraging you all to do that today. The app will be ready next week, so we can wait till then, but you might as well do it on PGA.org right now. And that's the most common mistake, right? So we've had a handful of people that try to log in using their coaching account rather than their PGA.org email. Other than that, very little errors with people registering. We've had really no issues. It's a very simple process, so go ahead and try and get registered. We also have calls on the line, and we have a deferred comp email box. So questions can go for deferred compensation. And, you know, Paul or I or Danny, one of us will get back with you. Danny, were you going to share the other screen, or you want us to do?
Sure, we can. It is more member specific. So if we want to kind of maybe close up deferred comp and answer any questions that anybody may have on deferred comp, then I'm happy to show you guys a little sneak peek into the member app and what it contains, just to give you guys a little foreshadowing.
Okay, let's do some frequently asked questions first. So we've compiled, as I said, we've been working on this for a long time. We rolled this out with the section, some of the section EDs and some of the other section members, and have already started compiling a list of questions. So one of the main one is, hey, once I earn my money, where is it, right? So an account will be created for you at Corebridge Financial. That's who also administers the Gulf Retirement Plus program. It will be a separate account. You'll have two accounts. If you have a Gulf Retirement Plus account, you'll also have a deferred comp account, but you'll be able to see both of them when you log in to Corebridge. How and when can I enroll? Danny just showed you that. You can enroll now. Just go on to PGA.org and you can enroll. One question we keep getting asked is, how does this affect my other contributions for retirement, IRAs or 401k? There's no impact. This is totally separate. It doesn't count against anything else. So you can earn this $1,500. If you have a separate company that you work for and has a 401k, you can continue to contribute to that or your IRA as well.
I'll chime in here very quickly. I posted the link to sign up in the chat, as well as a link to some FAQs with the points breakdown. So feel free to check out those links with some additional information as well.
Great. Thanks, Ben. Another question is, there's a lot of members that are in Gulf Retirement Plus. How does it relate to that, right? They're two separate programs. You can participate in both. You can earn money in both. So the only likeness is they're both administered by Corebridge. And we did that for a couple of reasons. One, we feel like Corebridge does a great job with communications with our members. They do a great job with managing those accounts and the investments. But then also it just is much easier for the members to have one platform to go to with Corebridge rather than going to a separate administrator. When do you actually get the money? So you earn points throughout the year. At the end of the year, which is March 31st, we'll add up all the points, take the dollar pool and divide it by all the members' points. And then we'll take that money and distribute it into your account at Corebridge. So the plan ends March 31st, 2024. You have, say somebody does an activity and it ends March 29th of 2024. We still want you to be able to record those points. So we're going to give you 60 days from the time you finish an activity to record your points. And like I said, you also have to get another member to attest to those points and say, hey, yeah, I know Ben, he did that junior league event. And so he will attest in the app. And so that time frame from the end of the plan year until you have time to get those recorded and attested to, we're giving you 60 days. Then we'll have another 30 to 60 days to do an audit and to get the funds into your account. So it, you know, the funds will probably be in your account sometime mid-summer of 2024. Will there be changes to the point system in the coming years? Yes, there will be. We're going to continue to work on the point system. We're going to continue to work on the activities. Just like Danny said, this is a brand new project, a brand new process. Nothing's perfect the first time around, right? We're so happy to get it rolled out and happy to get the app rolled out. And we think it all looks great, but there's always room for improvements. We'll keep expanding on those 16 activities. We've asked for input already, and we'll probably add a few more. But partly is we do have to go back to the IRS to make any substantial changes to the point system or the activities. So we can tweak a little bit. We can add certain programs, and we will go back to the IRS probably, you know, maybe not every year, but maybe every 2 years to add anything substantial that we feel like is needed, but we will continue to tweak the point system and the activities. And we are always looking for feedback. And so if you have an activity that you think should count, please reach out to that deferred compensation email box and let us know what you think. I'm happy to open it up to any specific questions. Ben, do you have anything in the, oh, there you go, right there. You can scan, if you have your phone, you can scan that. It'll take you right to the registration process. But happy to open it up to any questions.
I'll start with one. If anyone is involved in a growth of the game initiative that's not listed, what's the process for bringing that to the PGA of America to try to get that added to the list of points?
Paul, do you want to take that?
Yeah, so the best way as far as communicating any activities that you may want to get added to the list is to send it to that deferred comp email address. It's simply deferredcompensation@pgahq.com. So any recommendations as far as activities or really just any general questions about the plan, that's going to be the primary and the best point of contact is to send an email to that email address. And we'll get back to you typically within 24 to 48 hours.
Great. We had a question in the inbox. It said, will this work on a PC? Danny?
So that specific QR code is mobile app enabled. So that will bring you to an experience on your phone. But easiest thing to do is just to log on to pga.org, go under resources, and deferred compensation is a tile right there at the top. You can very easily click that, and then it will lead you exactly to all of the resources that exist currently on pga.org for you, as well as the enrollment process. So I would encourage you to just log into pga.org, go to resources is the easiest way, and/or then just added the specific link that will lead you there too.
Yeah. So yes, so you can do this either on a PC or on your mobile device. Just a little bit different ways to get there.
Kristi.
Yes.
Could you go back over the withdrawals at the age of 65? You mentioned about a 10-year time span. Could you repeat that again, please?
Sure. So you'll earn dollars from now till the time you turn 65. Once you turn 65, those dollars will start being distributed. There's a 10-year distribution that's monthly, right? So we'll take however many dollars are in your account, divide it by 10, and then divide it by 12, and that's how much money you get paid out each month. If you earn dollars after you turn 65, we're not going to readjust that allocation schedule from the dollars earned before. So after you turn 65, any money that you earn will go into your account and directly back out of your account that same year. It won't be allocated over 10 years. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Michael? Okay, sure. Michael, you had your hand up?
Yes, I do. I'm with the PGA coach, and you had mentioned that any transactions, you get 50 additional points. Does that mean moving forward or in the calendar year 2022? Because I've had quite a few since January.
Yeah, no, everything has to be as of April 1st. So any activities before April 1st does not count for the plan year.
Okay.
So starting April 1st, and it's a one-time 50 points. So you can earn 50 points for after you earn 5 transactions. And it's only one time 50 points. So if you earn 25 transactions, you don't get, 5 times 50, right? Sorry. It's 50 points after you earn 5 transactions, and it's 50 points after you create or update your profile. And those points, once you register, and Danny, correct me if I'm wrong, those points will automatically be provided to you and don't need to be attested to, right? Because we have the back end that shows you did that. And that's one of the only 16 activities that is pretty automated for you once you get your 5 transactions.
Yes, Kristi, you're spot on. So yes, Michael, you can confirm and follow it within the app and or through the desktop experience of when it does hit your account, just to confirm that it does. But yes, that is the one unique activity that has been created to not have any work on any of the member side. So that is completely tracked on the back end. And if there's any issues, let us know, but it should know exactly. It's very smart, thankfully. So that should be a very easy way for you to get either 50 or 100 points.
Great. Do you have any more questions? Ben, did you want to take 2 more minutes to have Danny show a quick preview of the app, or?
Absolutely. Would love to see the app.
Okay, great. I will begin sharing my screen.
We're very excited about that. I think we're all waiting to have it downloaded next week.
Yes.
Well, we got about a week and a half, right? So
week and some change. Yes. Okay. So this is what similar to when we saw Lisa's experience. This is very similar when we're logged in here as Anne or Annie. So you'll see membership status, section, member ID. Right here at the top. And then as you scroll down, this will move depending on what the initiatives are at HQ. You'll be able to see all of your PDR statuses for each category, as well as report and earn right here from the app. So you're able to keep a very close eye on how things look with all things PDR. And then it also has the option here to view your history. So everything nice and consolidated when it comes to tracking PDRs. As we move down, the next section is dues. So it will be able to share exactly what the due date is and what your balance is when it comes to dues. You'll also be able to do the 2 capabilities that you can do on pga.org today when it comes to dues on your dashboard, with assigning a proxy as well as printing receipts. And then at the bottom here are those announcements that are also found on the right-hand side of your dashboard. They're also here at your fingertips. So from here, so this is obviously like the main landing page, but there's a few more features that we have for you. So at the bottom, you can see there's a home, there's the deferred compensation, as well as the account. So from the very top of the app, you can see my account. You can select this option here or this bottom icon here, and it'll bring you into the account side of the house. And so from when you select that, the accounts, what exists today under my account, is my membership, including my official PGA records, my directory profile, job preferences, how to open jobs on pga.org, career services, deferred compensation, golf retirement plus, as well as pga.org. So from here, you'll be able to select one of these options. Here I selected deferred compensation, but once you're already logged into the app, it'll take you directly where you need to go to those specific pages. And then you can make the adjustments and the edits as necessary for each of those categories. So that is where we started when it came to after receiving some member feedback of what would be most helpful and most useful to have at fingertips at the very beginning. Here's the list again. But know that we would love to continue to receive feedback, and as we learn more about what would be most beneficial to you all, we can add different features to the app here as well.
Great. And as Danny said, this is, you'll be able to download it April 1st. There will be some communication going out late next week, I think Wednesday or Thursday, from the communications group, Matt Huss, about how to gain access to the app, where to download it, as well as other information on deferred comp. So we're going to be up and running here shortly. Very excited. Tech team did a great job on that. We're really happy they did so well. Really worked hard on that.
That looks awesome. I'm sure there's more coming there as well. So that's fantastic.
Definitely. There's been some videos that have gone out. I hope everyone has seen some of the videos from John Easterbrook, Seth and John Lundert. There'll be another one coming out here next week as well. And then I think there's some videos coming out on the app as well late next week or early the week after, probably the week after next. So keep an eye out for those videos. They're very helpful and easy to follow.
Any questions from anyone out there on the app or deferred compensation in general?
All right. Well, thanks for the time, guys. So glad we got to give you guys a sneak peek and share with you what's to come. Hope you guys all download the app next week, and we'll receive feedback as needed. But hopefully it becomes a benefit to your daily life in some capacity. And please go ahead, enjoy earning those points in deferred compensation. Can't wait to see those points grow for everybody over the next year.
Absolutely. No brainer to sign up for deferred compensation. Please go sign up if you haven't done it yet. You can use that link. Also, please complete the PDR link there in the chat as well. I'll post that one final time there. Thank you so much, Kristi and Danny. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to meet with us today. But we will sign off here.
Great. Thanks so much. Thanks, everyone. Have a good week.